Andrew Katz, our Illinois field director. Give him a round of applause. Thank you for all of you in leadership that are making this happen and bringing us here together today. Allow me to start with the most important thing I'm going to say. On November 6th, we are going to win. We are going to re-elect President Barack Obama and remind this country of what change is. Now, very briefly, sometimes people ask us, where is the change and what has been changed since he's been elected? Well, change is the first act the president signed, being the Layla Ledbetter Act, saying to women, your equal work deserves equal pay. Change is ending the Iraq War like he said that he would. Change is getting health care done, and now 41 million people in this country having access to health care who didn't have it before. Change is going from a space where you're losing 4 million jobs to now where we've created jobs in 23 straight months, 3.1 million jobs in the private sector, 1.4 million jobs in the auto industry that was saved when no one else wanted to believe in the auto industry. That's just some of the changes. Now, on the other side, you have bad change. Change that we don't want to see happen, right, Democrats? Change that says to a woman that you shouldn't have your ability and right to choose. Change that says to Detroit and the auto industry you should just go bankrupt. Change that says for housing that the bottom should just fall out. Change that says we don't believe in allowing the big banks to think about what's happening to you, let them do their own thing. That's bad change, but we all know that when we come together as Democrats, we will win again. Up and down the ballot, we will win again. Because it's not just about the president winning at the top, it's making sure that Democrats at all levels are being elected. We understand very clearly what's at stake with this election. In 2008, we changed the guard. In 2012, we guard the change. When you think about what's at stake, it's about understanding the values in this election. You have two people that graduated from Harvard. President Obama left Harvard, and in the shadow of closed steel mills, helped people get jobs. While Mitt Romney left Harvard and shut down steel mills so people wouldn't have a job. Who do you think is going to have your back? Who do you think is going to fight for you? Democrats, when we think about what's at stake, think about the story of a young woman that was in North Carolina who put a card in Valerie Jarrett's hand, and she thought it was a business card, but actually it was a health insurance card. And she said, I want you to take back to the president, thank you. Because before him, I was being denied because of my pre-existing condition, but now because of him, I have health care. What's at stake being a photo that hangs in the White House right now. When photos leave every 7 to 10 days, there's a photo of a little young boy who is stretching out his hand and the president is kneeling down his head, and the young man said, Mr. President, I just got a new suit. Mr. President, I just got a haircut. Well, Mr. President, I was wondering if I could touch your hand and know if it feels like mine. That's what's at stake this election, 10th District. We have to win. Because there are people who need us to win. Because there are people who don't have a chance if we don't win. We see what's on the other side right now. They continue to tell us we weren't going to be successful, that the changes we wanted to bring 4 years ago would not be real. But when you build this organization with us, You can show them what we can do. We'll have the house parties for the State of the Union like we did, or for the First Lady's conference call. We can build up and have the organization so that we can have 5,000 people get mobilized in Iowa for the caucuses. So while they were making noise with their GOP caucus, we had 7,600 people get trained on that night. As they talk about what's going on in Wisconsin, we can mobilize people and have 30,000 calls come out from here in Illinois. You help us build this organization to win. So when you're thinking about why we need you, just think about all the things that we need you to be. We need you, because we can't wait. So I'm asking you just to remember one final thing that we said so many times in 2008. Are you fired up? Yeah! Are you ready to go? Yeah! Are you fired up? Yeah! Are you ready to go? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? Are you fired up? Are you ready to go? This November 6th, get fired up again, because we will win this election one more time. Thank you, Illinois.